guys, welcome to the show. So, I'm always looking in the classifieds for new employment opportunities. I'm always going to job fairs. I'm always going to job companies that help people who are unemployed. And I always have, friends in high places that always tell me about different positions opening up in their company. And I've done several research, and landing a job right now is very important, and it's also stressful because people don't accept you no matter how hard you try. I've tried several places hundreds and thousands of times. Well, maybe not that much, but what I mean, like a big amount of time, and I very rarely get a call back, and it just seems that with this recession affecting people, it's just getting harder and harder to find work. So today's story of the day is a good friend of mine, Steph. Well, we call him Stefan, but he likes when people call him Steph for short. He was telling me about this job that is happening soon. It's for this event, and they're looking for people to work 3 days, and you get paid for all 3 days of working. And I thought to myself, like, yeah, that sounds like an interesting idea, but I don't want something that has to be short. I want something that has to be, permanent. Temporary jobs aren't always a good thing because you may have money for those 3 days, but there are expenses. There's like electric bill, phone bill, TV bill, internet. There's a whole bunch of things, and with only 3 days of working, you're not gonna have a lot of money for those kind of things. I mean, the only thing you may be able to pay is maybe like your phone bill and maybe like something to eat afterwards. That's why I want to land a job right now that's good for the summer experience, and also makes enough cash so that I have leftover cash for the winter. I mean, this is ridiculous. I'm a recreation student and I don't have any recreational experience. I've applied to several places to work at recreation centers, and I don't even have ever got a call back to work for a community center. And I've heard stories from other people who I have class with, and they're like, yeah, I work for this community center, I work for this organization, and I always ask them, give me your information, well, not your information, but like give me your manager's information so I can contact them. They're like, oh, we're not hiring, oh this, oh that, always some kind of excuses. So when it comes to recreation work in general, they're very picky about who they select, and I tried talking to people who work, and they're like, no, because they want to give the position to someone else, and someone who they don't really know fully. So like I said, a job right now, even with the economy the way it is, in a recession the way it is very important to anybody. Even if you're unemployed for a very long time, you need to find work, because who knows how the recession will change in the next several months to a year to 2 years. It's been very hard for me right now to find a job after the whole Olympics was over. I thought that with my resume all updated and everything, I was going to find a job easily within a month, but it's taking longer than I expected. And right now it's important to have a job, even though with the recession and everything. Just don't want to be unemployed for a very long time. So today's question for today is, what is the longest time you ever had a job? And if you had longer than 6 months or so, what was the job and what did you do? Tomorrow there's going to be a special What's on My Mind episode that I've been planning on doing for a while. It's not a sports episode. People have told me, you should do a sports episode. Well, I will do a sports episode eventually, but this is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and people always say that, like, you're always so funny, you should always, think about going to comedy, you should be a comedian. Well, tomorrow I'm going to test that out just to see whether, my future as a comedian is going to be happening in the future or not. So I hope you guys like it. It'll be something interesting, something new, something different, just spice up the show, put a little kick into the show. And if you like it enough, then maybe the character, I'll be. I'm not going to say too much, but it's going to be a character. That character might make a return appearance in the show later on. So it should be an interesting experience. And yeah, so that's all to say for this episode. What's Not a Long Show. It's pretty late. I'm going to go into bed. And tomorrow's episode is going to be early, so watch out for that. Until next time, this is Airpod 15, and hey, I'm out of here.